217 Recovery Podcast. It is the 15th of October, 2019. Big day.
Sir. Big day. Congratulations, Corey, on your 10 months.
What? Thanks, man. My name's Corey Winfield.
Hi, I'm Ryan Beckman.
And today is my 10-month anniversary and clean and sober. Thank you. Thanks. I did it with a little help from my friends. Ryan, you're a crucial part of this as well. Without being around the right people, obviously, I haven't been around you before.
No.
That could be the main reason.
That is the key that's been missing the whole time.
I just needed Ryan in my life. So if you want Ryan in your life for only $482 a week, he'll call you every morning and check in on you at lunch.
Yeah, I would. Send that jacket.
Care of 217 Recovery. No. But my family, though, huge support. We kind of talked about it the other day. And it was on the episode that got not recorded. But the people that have been such support in my life, my parents, not everybody has that kind of support. And I'm just thankful to God that I do. And is it fair that other people don't? No, I don't know what's fair, man. I'm kind of glad life isn't fair. But to know, a few months ago, my car needed new tires, the things were hanging out the side, and it was bad. I didn't know how I was going to get to work. And, the fact that I worked 30 minutes away, I really needed my car. And my mom was actually able to help me. And yeah, I'm a 41-year-old man, but I've been devastated by addiction and bad choices. And that happens. But some of the guys that we used to live with, they didn't have that support. And they had to ride bicycles to work. And they had to do what they had to do. But still, they're making progress in their recovery. So, that's good for them. And they're doing what they have to do. And I'm doing what I have to do. And it's been a long, hard road, that's for sure. So 10 months is the longest I've ever had, and it feels good, man.
Awesome. Yeah. Appreciate your progress. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate others, and recovery will come to you.
Yep. And for me, I found something that I'm passionate about and something that I have been doing for 20 years anyway, just never really sober. And it's so much easier to talk into a microphone when you're sober. I'll tell you that much right there, man. I'll tell you that much. But hey, I signed us up for some stuff.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Did I tell you about it already?
No, maybe not.
Okay, it's on the 28th of this month.
All right.
And it's in Gaylord, my favorite city to say.
It Sisters of Sobriety something?
No.
I've seen something.
But thanks to them again for having us out at their conference. And then Anna listened to her podcast. It was pretty good. She said she was really nervous, but she just, I don't know, she must have been really nervous because she was like, yeah, Corey and Ryan are here, and it was kind of a last minute thing that we're here. Well, if you mean by last minute, like a month of planning, then yeah. But I was like, what are you doing, Anna? But I think her nerves kind of caught her off guard, and I don't know, but she's funny. And
her probably last minute idea of doing a podcast.
Yeah. But you know how it goes, that first one, when you're just out there, and she didn't really have much help out there. So I'm really proud of her, and it takes courage to do that, and to have somebody who she really looks up to in the recovery community right there in front of you, and you have a microphone, you're supposed to interview them. And yeah, I could see where that would be a
way to hang tough. Man.
Yeah, courage right there, woman.
Tough.
We's proud of you. But no, it's in Gaylord. It's the Families Against Narcotics.
Oh yeah, you
fan, and it's 6:30. It's going to be a town hall meeting. I invited a guy who you'd really like, is Scott Leeper. He wrote a book, and his story is pretty incredible too. His father was huge into addiction and alcohol, and his dad passed away, but he wrote a book, and we met him at the UFAM rally in Lansing, and just a big bodybuilder guy. You guys would hit it off, Ryan. But I asked him what he was doing, and he was like, hey, what's up, man? How you been? I sent him the flyer, and he didn't really respond after that. But, just to get it out there to him, like, hey, man, you can come here too. And it's going to be like a town hall thing. And Joyce asked me if I'd be a moderator. I'm not sure what that means, but sure, Joyce, I'll be there. Ryan will be there. we'll be set up, and they wanted us to set up too. So I was
We'll
like,
regulate.
yeah, of course they did, because they must have heard about us. Of course, I know they have, and the fact that we were able to single-handedly change the laws about vape juice.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but in Michigan, I'm not sure.
Whitmer goes down.
1, 2.
217 wins.
Yeah. Single-handedly, I would say, and I'm not saying that lightly, but we just kid.
No.
We kid.
I think Kim had a hand in it.
Yeah. But, yeah, she did. The moose was loose.
Oh.
I bet she's dancing. I bet she's kind of bummed out. She really wanted a big fight over that, and she still is going to, but
Yeah,
that was
there's
funny.
more levels to.
Yeah, the state courts
Fight.
overruled it and said that that's just stupid. What are you doing? It's dumb. This is stupid. Which we knew was going to happen.
It's
so.
a healthier choice than smoking.
There you go,
It's-
Whitmer. Wonder how much time
It's not worse, that's for sure.
and money she spent and her
Waste-
staff spent.
Waste of
Wasted people's
tax
times.
payers' money again.
Yeah. If you want to save your job, Whitmer, Ryan and I could do a nice little, what is it? It's not a smear. It's the opposite of a smear campaign.
Yeah, we're just like a promotion.
Yeah, we'll come out with some babies. You can kiss them, blow some vape juice
We'll
on
do a
them.
podcast. You can beg for forgiveness. And,
Yeah, that's the
we'll,
only way you're going to maybe
we
kind
can
of
grant
even
you some forgiveness.
get a couple votes. And I know, Tom, you told us not to talk about politics, but we had to.
Just one last time.
Yeah, Tom. I mean, you know,
We're done now.
Nothing happens if nothing
Until they make
changes
us
or
mad
something.
again.
Yeah.
We're done till next time.
Nothing changes, Tom, until it changes, bro.
You're all pro advocacy.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Vaping away.
You know, trying to get it out there.
Do you know that people, and I just kind of realized this when Randy was like, that'll get in your lungs. I'm like, well, you don't actually inhale the vape. It just kind of goes to your throat, and that's why when people who smoke try to hit a vape for the first time, it chokes them because they're used to taking it into their lungs. But
Yeah, I was actually always taking it into the lungs, but I found out that you absorb it through your cheek cells or whatever, and so that's where the nicotine gets absorbed, not in your lungs, in your cheeks. So really, you don't need to big power hit it into the lungs. Crazy.
that's why when people are like, but it causes popcorn lung. No, that study was done at Harvard, and it was this machine, and it was hitting this vape. It hit the vape 28 times in 30 seconds. We don't vape that way. Nobody does. And it was like, oh, look at what it did to this machine. It's like those, I don't even get me started in that. Just stupid.
Yeah, like in extreme cases, obviously, if you do anything to the extreme, it's harmful for you, you know.
Extreme. Get hard. Speaking of that, and this is going to shock people, but Whitmer is going to make another
Public announcement.
Yeah, where she's going to ban
Address.
sex. Yeah, because I guess somebody got herpes, and so now you cannot have sex. So, yep, should be coming for that. She's going to come for dick soon. Donuts, ice cream, and chocolate. GIC.
It's just a matter of time before we all live in a little bubble.
Dicks. Donuts, ice cream, chocolate, sex. She's coming for dicks. Gretchen, don't come for dicks. Don't you do it. The Vicks. Take the V out there. But no, just kidding about the sex thing. But who knows with her? I don't. But yeah, so, yeah, we got something to do in Gaylord. Back to the
Fan.
yeah, back to the fan. But it's a town hall meeting. Come out and show your support if you have any concerns, if you have any questions. You know, we don't have all the ideas. You know, Ryan and I are just a couple dudes that are in recovery and, you know, willing to talk about it. And that's what we're trying to do is change the face of recovery. We're nice guys most of the time. And
Most people like us.
yeah, most people. There's
There's a few people that
yeah, but that's fine.
we're not their favorites.
And you wouldn't like them anyway. Trust me, you're a much better person than them.
No.
So
We like everybody, though.
we do, except for a few people. But you know what?
No, I still like them.
I know. I'm learning this, but yeah, I've learned.
I learned to love Randers, and that was a big, huge hurdle I overcame.
Yeah. And Randy's not a bad guy at all.
No,
man.
he's not.
You know, he's just
Got this
trying.
raspy voice.
And I think Randy, I think he likes to help people too.
Yeah.
And he kind of sees what we're doing, and he doesn't want to admit, like, hey, guys, I like what you're doing. Because at first he was kind of a hater, like, oh, this is going to your head, Corey. You think you're famous. I'm like, bro, I was already famous. I was already on the radio. I was, like, whatever, man. Like, that whole time of thinking I was famous has gone and went. Like, this is not about being famous. My mom knows who I am. I haven't met your sisters yet. Talk about that later.
You were too good. All your fame.
Yeah, I'm a famous.
Come down to the common man.
No, and when we talk about being famous and rich, we're just joking. We had a guy tell us that, or a guy tell me that all this money and fame is going to go to my head and cause my relapse. So that's why we say that. So if you ever hear us talking about how famous and rich we are, now you're inside on the joke, and we're just joking with that, man. But we're just a couple dudes in recovery. We don't know the answers. If you want to come out, maybe you got some ideas. Maybe you've been through tons of stuff. Maybe you know somebody. If you want to write a letter, like our friend in St. Louis, if you want to send us a letter or email again, I got your email today, and we'll get them stickers out to you. But if you have any questions, send them to us. If you can't make it, we'll ask them. If you have a statement, just something you want to say, if you just want to say thank you for everybody coming and showing the support that they are, the Families Against Narcotics is something that I know they go all over the state, but it's something I just thought, wow, my mom would love to show up at this. She'd be on that mic, boy. She'd be like, you shut up.
You want to hear this story about Corey?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, she would, too. And now, one time, I remember, oh, man, it used to bug me. When I went to rehab for the first time, I was in Arkansas, and I didn't know what to do. It was like 5 months after I almost died, and I was like, oh, my God, like, I'm drinking again. Like, what am I doing?
What's wrong with me?
So I sat there on my couch just looking at this empty bottle and thinking, I got to do something. So I texted my boss and said I need to go to rehab. And I worked for iHeartMedia at the time. They're an awesome company to work for, and especially when it comes to something like this, you can tell they've really dealt with these issues. And if you work at a place where they don't understand, man, it's tough. I get it. I've been there too. But these guys are like, great, Corey, go get your help. We got you, man. Go get help. And I was scared. I didn't know what to do. It was my first time, and so like I drove. I didn't even make it to St. Louis. I drove maybe like 3 hours, maybe to Springfield, Missouri. And I had to pull off because my DTs were so bad. I pulled off. I got like a 6-pack, and I tried to sleep. And then I got a call the next day from the iHeart lady down in San Antonio. They were still down there at the time. And she's like, and I thought she was calling to tell me that my insurance is canceled and I was fired. And, especially when you're detoxing, you're coming out, like I didn't know what was going on. Like, this chick from headquarters is calling me. What? That's not good. But it was good, and she was just saying, hey, look, you got all this vacation, but after that, you can go on this kind of thing, and you still get paid. Don't worry about it.
Get workman's comp.
But I got to my parents and waited I didn't wait. I started calling, and I Googled rehabs, and that was just a horrible idea. Google that, and you're going to get like a third party, and they get money by what rehab they send you to, which is very dangerous. But we have resources at 217recovery.com. Go to RecovHub. That's a pretty good one. But still, you got to not really fight with, but it'll need to be approved by your area. I don't want to call them a provider, but like in Southwest Michigan, it's SWIMBA. Up here, it's NMRE, but they'll call and they'll do an assessment. So, I mean, you still got to do some things. So maybe set that up before you approach somebody who is wanting to go to rehab, or if you are, just know that you're in for a minute, but it's not as bad as 2 weeks. And then I was sober for too long. Then the insurance, they said, wouldn't pay for it. And it was just a thing. But my mom got on the phone and she was talking to some of the people or whatever. And she's like, oh, well, this and that. And then she called her work because she was trying to get time off because she's like, I got to be here with him. I can't let him go, because he might go to the liquor store. Who knows? Like, he might just go home. And she kept telling him, well, my son is a raging alcoholic, and you don't and that hurt me, man. I was like, come on, Mom, like, for real, like, you need to say that. Can you just say, like, we're having some family problems? She's
Tone
like,
it down.
Yeah. Nope, I need to tell him you're a raging alcoholic. And I'm like, Mom, right here, and that did hurt,
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah.
Shit, I almost died when I was 36, man. I mean, I was doing things pretty hardcore.
I mean, I guess it knocks you out of your denial a little bit.